Hello lovelies and welcome to today's video. So today I have a mixed media layout for you, and this is a picture of my gorgeous little nephew. Now he is 8 months old and I've only just started scrapping his photos. If you've watched some of my videos in the past, you may have heard me say that to begin with, before he was born, I had a deal with my sister that I would finish my niece's first year album first before I got into his album, which of course didn't happen. I made a good go of it, but it didn't happen. And then I didn't have the album I wanted, and I didn't want to scrap his pictures without having somewhere to put them. So anyway, in the end, I've just started scrapping his photos because there's just some really, really cute photos and I'm inspired by some of them. Like this photo, for instance, I was watching a video, an Instagram video, which is what I do a lot, but especially when I just feel the mojo is lacking a bit and just don't have any inspiration. So I find that it really inspires me and gets me in the arty mood. And I watched a video. I didn't even finish the video. I saw the first part, and someone was applying distress ink through a stencil first. Now, if you've watched my videos often, I tend to go to town with a mixed media background and then maybe add some stamping or some stenciling after that. Something as simple as putting down the stenciling first. I thought, I might give that a try, and I wanted to do it in this awesome colour. Now, I haven't used my Distress Oxides much for this aspect. I know, it's just terrible of me. And then I saw this picture, and literally this layout come together in my head before I even sat down and started it. It was his bib. See his bib, how it's got that bright orange and black. I saw the bib and I thought this would be fantastic. I know exactly what I want to do. So it was like 10 o'clock and I was just so inspired. I went out and did it. So you saw me going through my stencils. I'm starting with white cardstock. I've got my photo. Now this little brush, oh my goodness, I'm in love. So you can buy these now on some craft sites. I think they originally started as makeup brushes. This one is a makeup brush. I got this from Daiso for $3.20, or is it $3.80? Something like that. And I love it. I'm getting more. It's only a small size. You can get different size ones, but this works well for me. If you look closely, you can see the varying blend of colors. Now, this is from the same ink pad, but just the way the colors are, depending on how you apply it, oh my God, I'm in love. So I'm definitely getting more of these. You can buy them as actual blending brushes as well from craft websites, but I found that this one worked really well for me. So before I invest in maybe some expensive ones, I might get a few more of these ones. So this was also something new. Now, you've seen me do this technique many, many times with plastic, all sorts of things. I decided to try it with a gel plate. Now, I've seen people do this before, and I have a fair few gel plates. I also have this one in this small size. Now, it's the Ranger set where you got 3. So I hadn't used it because I tend to like the bigger gel plates. Speaking of which, I really want to get the new giant one. Well, it's not new, but anyway, going off on a tangent there. So I decided to use it just because it's better to control, reusable, and I don't know, it was just fun. So I gave it a go. And that's how I applied my colour on top of my stenciling. Now, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but you can actually see that stenciling through that layer of ink. So it's the exact same colour. It's the same oxide ink pad. Yeah, it's just a fantastic background. So now I'm bringing in my black and my bigger, bolder stencil. Now, this I got directly from his bib. It's this big chevron, and I wanted it in the black because I really wanted it to bring something bold and heavy to the layout. Now, as you can see, I was going to use ink. I got out my black soot, and then I got my archival ink, but I knew it wouldn't give me the dark black, the bold that I wanted. It would give me more of a grey. So I decided to use paint and a makeup sponge. As you can see, it's not as neat and perfectly transferred as the makeup brush. I only had one, so I didn't want to contaminate it with black paint. Maybe I might buy a few and experiment. That might be something we can look into. But for now, I just love the way it worked so much with that first stencil that I definitely want to be doing that again. So then I just added a bit more black on a smaller stencil just to bring it in a small way, if that makes sense. Just to bring it into the background a little bit. And then I thought I'd go through some papers and see if I could find something that worked. Well, I pulled out a few of my collections a couple of weeks ago. I keep all my collection kits in the same Ziploc bag so I can use it all together. And one of them was the Cocoa Vanilla. I think it's U-Rock. I'm fairly certain it's U-Rock. And this orange piece actually has chevrons on it. I'm like, oh, well, that's kind of perfect. But I wanted to put it on top of something black because I didn't want that orange to blend in with the orange in the background. So then I got another piece of paper. No, this is the Totally Rad. Yeah, so this is Totally Rad, not U-Rock. I have all the boy collections from Cocoa Vanilla because I just love the colours and patterns. So I got a little confused there, but no, it's the Totally Rad collection. And then I'm going to add this black as well, just to give it something to pop so you can see the different pattern papers in that orange. The orange was too orange, if that makes sense. It was just too plain, so I'm quickly drawing a doodly border around it just to bring in more of that black and to grunge it up a little bit. And that's my background, so I'm really happy with how that come together. And then I'm going to put my photo down and I'm going to go from there. Well, this is where I sort of got a little stuck. When I was finished this layout, it feels like it's missing something, but I haven't added to it as yet. So this is the end of this video. This is the complete layout. So I don't know, maybe give me your thoughts. Do you think it's missing something? I posted it in my new Facebook page. Oh, I haven't mentioned that yet. I have a new Facebook group. So I have a Facebook page where I share a lot of my, it's only new, but I'm sharing my projects, my videos, random bits that I find on the internet, things that inspire me, questions, and just a nice little chatty place to be, because my Facebook is just my private Facebook. Friends, family, soccer, all that stuff. But my Instagram is the same, but I do share more of my art and my craft, my scrapbooking on my Instagram page, but I wanted to have somewhere else. So I decided to make a craft art scrapbook specific Facebook page. The link will be in the description below. I'd love for you to come over and check it out. But it's not just somewhere where I share all my stuff. I'm hoping, you guys will share some stuff and, comment on things that I'm posting. Like this, for example. Do you think this is missing something? Let me know. Also, I posted about my last video of how just adding those paint pens really changed the whole layout. So, yeah, things like that. I'm hoping to, start the conversation. There's not many crafty people around here that I can talk to. So I find that my crafting community is online. So having somewhere else, to chat and things, basically that's my goal. So if that makes sense. So yeah, come and check it out. And I'll also post the link to my Instagram because I post a lot of my pictures and sneak peeks and things over there. So this is where I'm trying to work out if it does in fact need something else. So I found this Like a Boss and I've put it up there, but I struggled for embellishing. You'll see that I'm messing around with a few bits and pieces. A lot of my pages, when I tend to do mixed media, I tend to be very light on the embellishing because I like my backgrounds and I don't like to cover them much. But in some cases, I do like to add a few clusters here and there. But yeah, I wasn't quite sure what it needed. So now I'm going in for my title. Now, this is a pretty easy title, Little Dude. Well, it's actually Little Dude because this is what he gets called. I don't know why, we just call him Little Dude. And I had these wooden thickers. They come with an AB Tan collection a couple releases ago, and I just hadn't used them yet. They were perfect for this. I just adore the font, and I decided to color them with some black paints to bring in more of that black. I didn't want to bring wood. I didn't want to leave them wood because I didn't want to bring in another element. Because if I had put in a wood title, I would have needed to repeat that somewhere else on the layout to make it fit, or not stand out, but to sort of fit in with the layout. So I coloured it black because then it fits with what else I've got going on, and that's where I'm going to leave it. So yeah, I do like this layout. I still feel it might be missing something, but for the most part, I am really in love with it. I just love this picture of my little buddy. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back real soon with a new video. Head to the Facebook page and let me know what you think. Bye for now.